All right, guys. So we had the letter from our future selves. This letter came to me from your past lives. So I guess your past self needs to speak to you. So this is what I've written down. It took me probably like 5 days to complete it. I wrote one sentence, then one sentence, and one paragraph, then another paragraph. So before I begin, I just want you to know that this is just like they gave me the snippets of your past life and the things that you needed to know about what you've been and who you've been. But like obviously I left most of the details out because so much was coming through. So I'm just gonna read to you what I got here, and hopefully it helps you guys. Okay. All right. You know, when you're at home, you gotta find a quiet place, and the bathroom is usually the quietest place, and my dog's looking for attention. Okay, guys, ready? All right, so first of all, it says, this took me a week to write. Every time I began to channel, more and more information would come up, knowing you would see this and needed to hear all of that. So before I begin, you must know how extremely grateful to you we are. Yes, you are an angel. You are gifted as fuck. You are super duper psychic, and you're here working for the light. Your intuition is on point. Listen to yourself. They're trying to tell you right there that you need to really take that seriously, because you have a gift that is obviously you needed confirmation for. So that's your confirmation. So a letter from your past selves. Okay, hello, dear one. You have had several important lifetimes, and in many of them, you worked with important people to save lives and change outcomes of many situations. This may be difficult. However, I must tell you this, so you know the truth and are able to understand and deal with things now that are difficult. You have lived through extremely difficult lifetimes and some amazing and absolutely incredible ones. If I sat here and told you everything, I would be here for days. You have experienced a lot. One of the ones I want to tell you about is the time you were in a royal family and you were destined to marry someone you were not in love with. You married them anyway with no choice and ended up having an affair with someone who worked in the castle. You were killed for this. You loved one another more than you have ever, or maybe will love anyone again. This is why you have a hard time finding the love of your life, because they're not that person that's like your one true love, your one commitment that you made, and you were absolutely obsessed with this person. You didn't care. You were willing to die for them. That's the kind of love it was. Okay. So anyway, with no choice, who worked in the castle, you loved one another more than you have ever, maybe will ever love another again. You may meet them again in this lifetime, by the way, and this time under different circumstances. This is important because you have to get over it and allow a new love to come in. Very important. You're waiting for this person in this lifetime, and it's holding you back from finding another. However, you may meet this person in this same lifetime. You deal with ups and downs a lot. That is because of you being annoyed that you know that you are an important person and you feel like you're not living up to your potential in this lifetime because of the amount of times you've been an important person in past lives. I must tell you this because I want you to stop comparing this lifetime to others. When you were in Atlantis, you might be doing this unconsciously too. Stop comparing this lifetime to others. When you were in Atlantis with us, you suffered greatly during the Great Flood, leaving you now terrified of tight spaces and large bodies of water as you got trapped under one of the contraptions that we used to use to travel underwater. You've had dreams about this, or your fear of the water is valid because you've seen different types of monsters in the water. You were in Atlantis and you knew what was in there, and there were tales about the great monster in the sea or whatever it is, and you still hold those fears in this lifetime, okay? Those monsters are now gone. They're not there anymore, so don't be afraid of the water. We are protecting you always, okay? You're also afraid of like big waves. You just get really nervous around tight spaces and big bodies of water. They scare you because you saw their potential. This is coming through out of nowhere, but some of you are afraid of heights because of what you experienced. You were on a spaceship, and we used to fly around in those, we still do, those like mini hoverboards, and you used to go from the spaceship off of it, and one time the hoverboard malfunctioned and you fell off, and that was your demise, okay? That's coming through. Everything I'm saying is coming through. Somebody's going to see it and going to have this message, okay? So when you were in Atlantis, you suffered greatly during the Great Flood, leaving you now terrified of tight spaces and large bodies of water. That is another reason why you don't like technology. You saw the great priests get out of control and destroy your home with their overachieving technological advances, okay? A home, by the way, in which you would travel underwater and loved mermaids and things that we say are not real today. You still believe in them because you saw them with your own eyes. You may have been a mermaid in your past life as well, one of the great mermaids that would be around Atlantis and travel around. You know that because you love mermaids, you are a mermaid, whatever it is. By the way, you were around for the biblical times. This is important. When that spirit says this to me, they wanted to reiterate that you were around the biblical times, like you were around Jesus, Mary, all of them. They were like your homies type shit, right? And that's why you get extremely upset when you hear like false things, things that people say, and you're like, that's not how it went, because you were actually there for it, okay? So when I say you were around, I mean you were very close to it. That is why you defend the false information so strongly. You've seen it with your own eyes, and can hear the lies of the false prophets. The amount of experience you have had would be endless to write. I'm seeing 12 to 19 lifetimes. For some of you, it's 12, some of you 19. You've had dreams about it. You thought it was a crazy dream, but you were actually being shown your past lives, and you were shown, and you're a prophetic dreamer that's also coming through. Your fear, okay, so yeah, it would be endless to write if I wrote all the experiences you had. Your fear of being broke is not from actually thinking you will be broke. It's because in more than one lifetime, especially, you chose to experience being severely poor. You slept on concrete and ate soup water every single day. I see you standing in line on a boardwalk, and everybody's waiting for food, okay? I see Thailand here. I must mention this part. It's extremely important. You once chose to experience a mother selling you, and not to mention you experienced sexual trauma as a child, and that is for a few lifetimes because you wanted to do something to help children with that, and you needed to experience this so you can go through the pain and then, later on do something about it, which is why you speak up for that. And I'm hearing you post stuff about it. You tell people, about the missing children and stuff like this. You really talk about it a lot, which is something I do as well, thinking about it, okay? So you had to, in order to catch these people, you chose to go undercover and get them caught up. As a light worker, you were sent on that mission here in many lifetimes. And then this one, you still feel it, but Spirit says, like, this is the lifetime, like, to let it go and heal from it, right? Because you've always healed from it in every lifetime. You've learned that you chose that and you let it go. So in this lifetime, I think more like forgiveness for yourself and others, and letting it truly go. Also, you chose to experience something very traumatic with a child. Either they passed on, God forbid, or something happened to them. And you chose that because your mission here is to help this child and other children who have been through the same thing. You had to suffer in order to save many lives, okay? And it's always, okay. So you did that, you did it. You need to know that is also the reason why you always, okay. So we were at the part, sorry guys. You had in order, okay, so you went through the sexual trauma in order to catch these people. You chose to go undercover and get them caught up. Suffer to be able to save many lives. You did that, you did it. I need you to know that is also the reason why. I need you to know that that's the reason why you have always had discomfort with sexuality on many levels. I need to tell you that you're meant to enjoy love, sex, and soul connections with someone special. You do not need to be afraid to enjoy yourself. Let go of the guilt and shame and stop blaming yourself for anything you have experienced. It was all done for you to help heal this earth and to heal yourself. You have broken 100 generational curses. Please do not ignore yourself anymore. I need you to know it's time for you to know how special and magical you are. You have healed and helped so many people in every lifetime, and you're doing it in this one. You have helped heal people in your family and others to release things that are so hard to do just by being you and talking about what you went through and being the voice for those who are too afraid to speak. You did it though. You absolutely made a difference in so many lifetimes for so many people. I need this, before I say this, I need you to know this is why Spirit says whatever you went through that was traumatic, use that because it's one of your missions to experience that pain and trauma and then go and help other people with it. So whatever you've been through, start a YouTube channel, do something with it. That's a message. You did it though. You absolutely made a difference in so many lifetimes for so many people. I need to say you were a very famous musician and composer in one of your lifetimes, and you worked with all the greats. And you know, because you can easily create music, or you can easily create music and or do anything you put your mind to. You're very creative, okay? I need to tell you about healing the relationship with your mother or father. You at least have to let go and forgive them. Your father always dies or went away from every lifetime, and your mother has issues with things too. And a lot of your lifetimes, it's up to you to heal it in this one. And you hold resentments for them both. Please, in this lifetime, you must try and forgive so that you can stop coming here to heal the relationship between you and them. Your sister, this is for someone specific. You got to forgive her. Just do it already. You don't have to be with the people you forgive, but forgiving them will set you free. As far as finances go, you were born with the gift of wealth in each lifetime, and you found it at the end of the rainbow. It took you some time, and it may take you time in this lifetime. I'm going to have to do a part 2. Okay. So you were born with wealth and this gift of wealth in each lifetime. You found the end of the rainbow. It took you some time, but you always found it, and you'll find it in this one. After you went through the experience which helped you grow, you found your wealth. You always had and always will have money. If you can't see it now, go to the end of the rainbow and find the pot of gold. It's waiting for you. Clear and let go of all these hatred energies off you, and forgive yourself. Completely let go of anybody and forgive them and let them go. Forgive yourself first, and then everyone else. Okay, so forgive yourself also for feeling like you allowed so many people to take the power away from you. And you didn't. It just happened. Sometimes because you're so powerful, Spirit says more people, more energies were reaching out to try to affect your energy. So you might have went through depression, addictions, pain, struggles, traumatic experiences. And it's because of the power that you hold. And so that power can be seen by the entities too. And they try to block you and stop you from achieving and attaining your true purpose and power. But promise, if you forgive everyone and let things go from the past, everyone and everything, just make a contract that says, I forgive everyone and everything, including myself, from the past. I release it now to the universe for healing and transmutation. I forgive and I let everything go. So this letter is reaching out to you. It's time to accept how many amazing things you are and have done. And yes, it was not easy, but this is for your highest good now. We come to bring you the good news that you have done so much for others, but now we want you to take your power back and get ready for the spiritual rewards and karmic blessings that you deserve. Okay, for the amount of pain you've experienced, let's just say you won the court case in spiritual warfare. The amount of sacrifices you have given to the light, and so many missions, you have done a lot for the light, a lot. You are an angel. You will know this because you always say, I'm an angel. That is for those of you who know you're here on a mission and you are a starseed, a healer, a light worker, a light warrior. There's so much more. However, this is the most important factor. So please open your heart to love, to your financial rewards, to freedom of life, and to love and forgive them all, and send love and light to all who have hurt you in the past and who have in this current future lifetime. Send them all love and light. You are free now. This is reaching you now because you are ready to let go. Let go of the guilt and the hate, and most of all, let go of fear. Be free now. Don't be afraid to be successful. You already are successful. Success doesn't mean money and stuff. It means you're successfully. Spiritual success, successful is the best. When I had a dream about the Navajo, they were most respected in the galaxies because they were the most spiritually attuned beings. Okay, so that's highly revered in every planet. Okay, and you are spiritually absolutely a gift to the light and to us, and that you need to know that. Okay, so be free now. It's time, but it's time for you to know for sure now how special you are, to accept the gifts your spirit guides want to give to you. You have 4 or more guides around you protecting you, and they watch over you and your children or future children and will fiercely defend you in all situations. You are great, you are special, and you are gifted and very psychic and spiritually blessed. This is your higher self speaking through you and through your past life, and the message to your current self, because we knew you would see this and we knew you needed to hear this. We love you, and you're ready. It's time. Go be free. And then here it says, I wrote in capital letters, I don't remember this. You have a great angel who walks beside you, a grandfather and a grandmother who protect you fiercely, and a great granddad. You may not know this person, but they were very holy in this lifetime, and they have a lot of pull in all the galactic energies. And your grandmother, who is very freaking gangster and very well respected in the spirit world, defends your honor at every chance she gets, never judges you, and says that it's okay for everything you've done, and I love you, okay? And there is a mother and father energy around, but I do feel like grandmother, grandfather energies around you, protecting your children, I'm hearing. And your child is very sensitive. You may have 2 or more children that are extremely sensitive to energy. Pay attention to that because they have a gift just like you. Nurture it instead of like do what our parents did. It was like, oh, you're crazy. Nurture it. Just say, what do you feel? Okay, so why don't you tell the angels to come protect you and surround you if they have fears or nightmares? Put like a crystal under their bed. Tell them this crystal's going to absorb all the negative energy. You know, sage their room with them. Teach them how to be spiritual warriors because that's what they are too. Listen to your children because they're very intelligent, which is why they get moody and they have a lot of like sensitive issues. They may not be able to be around a lot of people and stuff, but you need to hear that because if you don't have a child yet, you will be a child. It's like Jesus babies, you know, a lot of them are being born right now. Your child is going to be that. And I see a son here, a little baby. So love and light, and somebody who lost 2 children in the spirit world, they want you to know, mommy, I'm around you. I love you. I'm getting emotional because that just touched my heart. But they're like babies and they watch over. They're protecting you. They might be children. And I see you have connection to Pleiadian, and you may have a Pleiadian daughter or a son. I see a daughter here, blonde hair, big eyes. You might look in the mirror and your eyes like look like this when, you know, like they have those, you know, big, juicy, like eyeballs. That's what you're connected to. And I see Syrian and Lyrian starseeds, galactic Arcturian energies as well. Some of you are a part of the extension of the Galactic Federation, and you need to know that. Yes, you can channel. Yes, you are psychic. Yes, you know what you're talking about. No, you're not crazy. Okay? I love you. I hope this message helped you. And I hope to God that it changes your vibration today, and you say, you know what? Fuck you, this is confirmation, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I send you love and I send you light, and I hope you enjoyed this channeled message that I wrote for you and that spirit gave to you as I am the messenger. And I love you guys. I love you. Comment below. Let me know how you think.